you could see that through time, the demand for copper will increase. Like for example, in 2022, we needed 5 million tons of copper to be used. But if you could see the 2050 target, we have to increase this production by more than 4 times. So it comes out to be around about 4 to 5 million increase. And you see here that at the bottom of this this chart, we see their usage: electrical vehicles, electricity network, and several other usage. Pakistan, you can see there, Pakistan has been very much slow, very much sluggish, despite of the fact that we have one of the largest repository of copper, molybdenum, gold on earth. The Chagai magmatic arc, that's considered to be, that has been proved rather, one of the largest belt of porphyry system hosting copper, molybdenum, and gold. Along with that, the fourth mineral is silver. So you could see that until 2020, the production of copper has been very much sluggish. And if you could compare the demand and then compare that demand of the world with our production, so we are somewhere lying at the very bottom. So copper production from different countries, Pakistan doesn't lie anywhere. Chile is 27% they are providing. Similarly, the Democratic Republic of Congo producing. Then there is some production from the Poland as well, Canada, but Pakistan so unluckily lying nowhere. Then look at the antimony production. China is the leading producer, and antimony is again a green mineral. It's used as a flame retardant and it's also used in different automobiles. So Russia is the second producer, followed by Tajikistan, and despite very much potential of antimony in Balochistan areas, Qila Abdullah, similarly there are prospects in Chatral areas. So the main objectives in order to prove that green energy green energy technology, Pakistan can shift to green energy technology. For that I did some case studies that yes, we are the nation, we can get benefit from our mineral resources rather than exporting the raw material and destroying our resources. To determine mineralogy of the iron copper deposits and then the antimony ores, to investigate the beneficiation, the upgradation potential of these deposits, whether we can do that with the lab procedures, to upgrade the copper and antimony ores through one of the technique of froth flotation, whereby we make foam or froth from the copper and the antimony, and then they are extracted very easily. For beneficiation of iron, the gravity separation method was integrated with magnetic method. And then ultimately we come to the conclusion whether this activity is economical or it's very much expensive. Some of the diagrams showing the procedures. At the extreme left top you see the sample are first crushed, they are powdered to different sizes, and then gravity separation method is used for iron separation, for magnetite separation, which is followed by the magnetic separator. So the iron has been upgraded accordingly. For the copper and antimony, we have used the froth rotation method. At the extreme right, these two figures, they are showing the froth coming out from this laboratory scale froth rotation machine. You see some of the equipments like ICPMS, the petrographic microscope, which is definitely, we need to know about the gangue, the associated mineralogy, so that we could design the separation method. So accordingly, the minerals were studied, and there were then the separation techniques were then modeled. So table showing different chemicals used for making the antimony and copper hydrophobic, so that it could come to the top of that machine and accordingly collected. Geological map of Pakistan. You see this big batholith like Ladakh batholith, and then come Kohistan batholith. This is a more than 3,000 kilometer and followed by like 70 kilometer width body. Further north we have Karakoram plate. This Kohistan batholith and the Karakoram batholith, they have similar genetic features, similar mineralogical features to that of the game changer body like Chagai magmatic ore. But despite lack of financial resources, despite the lack of new technological advancement like use of geophysical equipments, we have not been successful so far to get something out of it. Some of the ore figures and the petrographic figures, hand specimen samples at Upstream. Here you see with the antimony stibnite we have quartz and sulfur. In the middle we have the reddish hematite, the black magnetite, and the green copper ore known as malachite. Calcite needs to be separated out because it's a gang. At the extreme right we have stibnite and the golden color pyrite. And again here down we have the ore microscopy diagram figure where we see the quartz associated with those bluish magnetite ores. Again we have antimony, and then at the extreme left bottom we have magnetite, the black color, and this white color having several sets of cleavages is basically gangue as a calcite. These are the chemical data. You see for the left one is showing copper and iron deposits. The percentage of kaolin, if you could see here, this is very low, 0.18%, ranging from 0.18 to 0.5%. So it's less than 1%. Same is the case with porphyry systems. The porphyry systems sometimes have 0.1% of copper, but it's still economical because it's a low percentage, large tonnage body. At the other side, we have antimony 19%, 20, 22, and 20%. So this low percentage of antimony, copper, and relatively high percent of iron was tested to whether they are beneficiable to the industrial grade or not. So if you could see here, the percentage of antimony was upgraded by 4 times. It moved from 20% to 60, more than 60%. So almost more than 3 times. Same is the case with copper. 1% copper has been upgraded to 12%. And then that 12% copper can be further upgraded to more than 90% in the refinery. So accordingly, they can be readily used in Pakistan different industries. So what actually we do, we upgrade these materials to this percentage, or rather we don't do it. And we straight away send these material to foreign countries. And ultimately we become equal to the countries like Africa. Africa has been very much endowed with mineral deposits, but we see that those African countries have been the poorest on the planet Earth. Their livelihood is far more poorer than Pakistan. The main reason is that they are exploring the deposits, but these deposits are not value added. These deposits are not beneficiated, and accordingly those countries they become very much poorer. Again, the iron percentage. So you can see.
Ms. Ranjam, you have only 5 minutes more.
Okay, sir.
Please
okay.
Complete your.
Right, sir. If you could see this iron, the iron percentage was upgraded even by that very simple method of gravity separation followed by magnetic separation. We don't need any refinery here, and it can be readily used by steel industry. So this Satral magnetite deposit is considered to be one of the best deposits in the country, which can be processed through very cheap processing activities, and then can be readily used by the Pakistan steel mills. So,